Each month, millions turn to tiny capsules in pursuit of elusive slumber, a ritual that underscores a broader struggle. Across vast populations, countless souls, perhaps nearing 8 million in a single nation, rely on these chemical keys to unlock the night. Yet, the spotlight here falls on a troubling truth. These aids, often cloaked as saviors, deliver a counterfeit repose. Far from cradling the body in nature's embrace, they cast a shadow over health, whispering threats of grave consequences. What follows is a journey through their pitfalls and a map to gentler paths for coaxing rest from restless minds. A false lullaby. No potion, whether sanctioned by law or traded in secret, summons the authentic stillness of true sleep. These concoctions don't leave anyone wide-eyed, but to call their effect sleep stretches the term beyond recognition. Older elixirs, heavy-handed sedatives like lorazepam, were more akin to a sledgehammer than a lullaby, dulling the senses, rather than guiding them to rest. Today's offerings, though lighter, still borrow from the same playbook, muffling the brain's chatter by stifling its higher chambers, much like a dimmer switch on a vibrant stage. Compare the gentle, rolling waves of natural slumber to the jagged static induced by modern tablets, say those bearing names like Zaloplan or temazepam, and the difference crackles. The deep, resonant hum of genuine rest is absent, replaced by a shallow echo. Alongside this comes a chorus of unwelcome guests, a foggy dawn, muddled thoughts by day, actions performed in a twilight haze, and reflexes dulled enough to turn a morning drive into a gamble. Even the sleekest new formulas can't escape this trap, setting off a weary cycle. Dawn's haze drives a thirst for stimulants, which then bar the gates to night's peace, prompting yet more doses, and so the wheel spins. Then there's the sting of withdrawal. Cease these aids, and sleep doesn't just falter, it plunges into chaos, often darker than the unrest that first sparked their use. The mind, accustomed to this chemical crutch, recalibrates its inner scales, only to reel when the support vanishes. This recoil, a bitter rebound, drives many back to the bottle, mistaking the cure for the cause. Studies, dozens weaving through nearly 5,000 lives, reveal a stark truth. The edge these tablets offer is thin, more a trick of perception than a measurable gain. The lag before sleep shrinks slightly, yet the slumber itself holds no richer depth than a sugar pill might coax. Reports call it a faint whisper of improvement, barely audible amid the noise of doubt. A costly mirage. If their gifts are meager, what of their toll? The ledger grows grim. Natural rest knits memories into the brain's tapestry, strengthening the threads of yesterday. But lace it with sedatives, and the fabric frays. In labs, creatures taught new tricks, then dosed with these agents, zolpidem, for instance, emerge with connections not just unstrengthened, but half unraveled, a loss stark against the placebo's steady weave. Should this shadow fall on human minds, especially the young still stitching their neural quilt, the stakes rise, learning dimmed by a nightly unmaking. Beyond the brain, the body bears scars. Whispers of danger have swelled into a chorus, spearheaded by voices like Dr. Elena Voss, a healer unbound by corporate strings. Her gaze pierced vast records as sleep aids surged 2 decades past, revealing a chilling pattern. Those who leaned on these tablets faced death's shadow far sooner, 4.5 times more likely over mere years than those who didn't. From over 12,000 pill takers matched against twice as many abstainers, the tale held across age and habit. Frequent users, swallowing over 120 doses yearly, danced 5.2 times closer to the abyss. Even the lightest dabblers, at a dozen doses, stood 3.7 times nearer. What reaps this harvest? Infections flare where immunity should stand guard, a paradox when rest is the body's shield. Yet these aids offer no such armor. Elders, fragile and pill-reliant, suffer most, their defenses crumbling. Roads turn lethal too, as dulled wits steer into tragedy and falls claim lives in the dark. Then looms the specter of cancer, a 35% leap in risk among users, climbing with dose and time, mirrored faintly in lab creatures fed the same brew. Cause or coincidence? The thread hangs loose. Perhaps unrest itself primes the soil. But the weight of possibility demands a reckoning. One ethics may forever stall. A kinder path. While chemists chase a truer tonic, a quieter revolution unfurls. Beyond wires and hums still taking shape, practical tools bloom for taming the night. Chief among them stands a method dubbed Mindful Sleep Crafting, MSC, a beacon now hailed as the first call for those wrestling sleeplessness. Over weeks, guides tailor a mosaic of habits, shattering old ruts and soothing the mind's clamor. Some steps gleam obvious. Shun the day's stimulants, banish glowing screens, cool the nest. Others surprise, rise and rest by the clock's steady hand. Reserve the bed for drowsiness alone, flee it when wakefulness lingers, skip midday dozes, hush racing thoughts, and hide time's face from view. A twist intrigues, shrink the hours. Abed, perhaps to 6, to stoke a primal urge, a pressure that sweeps one swiftly into slumber's arms, steady and deep. Confidence reborn, the window widens, restoring faith in nature's rhythm. Scoff if you will, but the proof stacks high. Globally echoed trials show MSC outshines pills, hastening sleep's onset, stretching its span, and smoothing its texture. Unlike the pill's fleeting echo, these gains endure, a gift untainted by recoil. So potent is this path that a council of sages, inked in a revered tome, crowned it the vanguard against chronic unrest, sidelining tablets with a clarion call. Everyday guardians, for those unplagued by sleepless foes, simple rites bolster the night's embrace. A dozen tenets, etched by health's stewards, guide the way, but one reigns supreme. Anchor sleep's tied to a fixed shore, dawn and dusk unwavering. Exercise, too, weaves a dual thread. A day's toil, be it scaling hills or tending earth, ushers richer rest, though not always night by night. Studies of the hail and weathered alike chart gains. Longer slumber, deeper waves, fewer breaks. Yet the scale tips both ways. Sound sleep fuels vigor, while its lack saps strength, a circle of renewal or ruin. Timing matters. Strain too near the pillow, and the body's heat defies rest's call. Aim for a buffer of hours. Foods roll. Flickers less clear. Starve the belly, and sleep stumbles. Glut it with sugars, and deep rest ebbs while dreams swell. Balance beckons, neither stuffed nor famished, veering from carbohydrate cliffs, offering a steady keel for the night's voyage.